Pedri has been named man of the match 15 times in 20 games with Barcelona in 2025. Chelsea could make a move for Alejandro Garnacho this summer, with Napoli also interested in the Argentine winger. Manchester United will only ask for €50 million for Mainoo this summer. Inter is interested in the English midfielder but expects competition from Premier League clubs. Al Nassr is ready to activate the £85 million release clause for Mohamed Kudus at West Ham. The Saudi club also has Antoine Semenyo and Kaoru Mitoma on its transfer list. Bournemouth winger Dango Ouattara is attracting interest from Newcastle, Aston Villa, AC Milan, and Napoli. Brandon Williams has been without a club for 9 months now. Newcastle is reportedly interested in signing Diogo Jota and Harvey Elliott from Liverpool in a potential swap deal for Alexander Isak. Arsenal, Newcastle, Chelsea, and Manchester United are all in the race to sign Dusan Vlahovic, with the 25-year-old set to leave Juventus this summer. Barcelona has set its sights on Kenan Yildiz, whom Juventus values at €50 million. Happy birthday to Adrian Rabiot, who turns 30 today. Benjamin Sesko has reached 18 goals for RB Leipzig for the third consecutive year. Despite a tough season for Leipzig and a sacked manager, he continues to deliver and will be one to watch in the summer transfer window. Dusan Vlahovic has been offered to Barcelona, as well as Napoli striker Victor Osimhen. Antoine Griezmann has yet to decide on his future. Talks are ongoing, and no pay cut is being considered if he extends his contract. Dortmund is interested in signing Jadon Sancho. His arrival could replace Jamie Gittins, who may end up at Chelsea. Mohamed Salah is close to extending his contract with Liverpool after months of speculation. Pep Guardiola and Roberto De Zerbi are being considered by AC Milan for the head coach role. Happy birthday to Boca Juniors, the Argentine club founded 120 years ago today. Inter Miami has lost for the first time under Javier Mascherano, ending a 14-match unbeaten streak. They were defeated 1-0 by Los Angeles FC in the first leg of the CONCACAF Champions Cup quarterfinals. Kaka, years ago, someone showed me a picture of you painting the streets. Now, the streets are painted with you. Happy birthday to Gabriel Jesus, who turns 28 today. Aston Villa hopes to tie Boubacar Kamara to a historic new contract to fend off interest from major European clubs this summer. Kamara would be willing to leave if Aston Villa fails to qualify for the Champions League. Hansi Flick declares, Eric Garcia received an offer from another club, but I told him I needed him. The offer came from Como, a Serie A club, and the deal was almost finalized with Barca for €7 million, including travel expenses and medicals. But Hansi Flick insisted that Eric stay. Happy birthday to Pablo Torre, who turns 22 today. Chelsea hosts Tottenham today for the 30th round of the Premier League. Diego Simeone. We lost a semi-final 5-4 on aggregate against a team that plays very well, was better than us, and deserved to qualify. AC Milan is very interested in Andrés Santos. The Brazilian midfielder is on loan at Strasbourg from Chelsea. Arsenal considers Victor Gyökeres a more realistic target than Isak. The club is also closely monitoring Benjamin Sesko's development. Here is the banner held up by Los Angeles FC fans featuring Lionel Messi last night. Happy birthday to Fabian Ruiz, who turns 29 today. Chelsea and Liverpool are interested in Dean Huijsen. Real Madrid is also looking at the player, who has a €60 million release clause. The future of Randall Kolo Muani and Francisco Conceição at Juventus is uncertain. This is due to Igor Tudor's arrival, inconsistent performances, and the need for cash. Gabriel is expected to miss the first leg against Real Madrid this week due to a hamstring injury. Chelsea is ready to beat Manchester City in a race to sign Vanja Milinkovic-Savic. They plan to trigger the €20 million release clause in his Torino contract. Real Madrid will receive UEFA's verdict on Friday regarding the celebration of Rudiger, Vinicius, Mbappe, and Ceballos against Atletico Madrid. Griezmann was booed by the Metropolitano upon his exit against Barcelona. The last two Clásicos in the Copa del Rey final ended in a Real Madrid victory. Hansi Flick has never lost a final in his managerial career. Denzel Dumfries will miss the first leg against Bayern and might not recover in time for the return leg either. Barcelona in 2025, 21 matches, 0 defeats. FC Barcelona eliminates Atletico and qualifies for the Copa del Rey final. The Blaugrana will face Real Madrid in the final. See you on April 26th at the Estadio de la Cartuja in Seville for this final. Liverpool emerges victorious in their derby. Diogo Jota secured the win for the Reds against Everton by scoring the only goal of the match. Liverpool remains the Premier League leader and extends their lead over Arsenal to 11 points. PSG and Stade de Reims will face off in the Coupe de France final. See you on May 24th at the Stade de France. A 1-1 draw between Milan and Inter in this first leg of the Coppa Italia semi-final. The fourth derby of the season, and still no win for Inter against Milan this season. Everything will be decided in the second leg on April 23rd. The DFB Pokal final will feature Arminia Bielefeld against Stuttgart. Manchester City defeats Leicester. The Citizens provisionally climb to 4th place in the Premier League. A 7th consecutive league defeat for the Foxes, who remain 19th. Manchester United is interested in Braga's 19-year-old winger, Roger, after missing out on Giovanni Quenda. They must compete with Aston Villa, Brighton, Brentford, Fulham, Manchester City, and Newcastle United. Victor Osimhen secures Galatasaray's qualification for the Turkish Cup semi-finals. The Nigerian striker's brace led his team to victory against Jose Mourinho's squad. A huge brawl broke out between the two teams' benches at the end of the match. Galatasaray advances to the next round of the competition. Jack Grealish scored his first Premier League goal yesterday in 15 months. Victor Osimhen this season, 27 goals and 5 assists in 32 matches. Atletico Madrid has expressed interest in signing Antony this summer after impressing on loan at Real Betis. Manchester United is confident that their asking price of £40 million will be met. Liverpool is concerned about Virgil van Dijk's age and discussions over a new contract. The center-back will turn 34 this summer. Crystal Palace may make a move for Hugo Ekitike from Eintracht Frankfurt if his French compatriot Jean-Philippe Mateta leaves the club this summer. Here is Arsenal's projected lineup for next season if they sign their top targets. Lille winger Eden Zagrova will be available for sale this summer, starting at €30 million. Barcelona is considering a bid. Hans-Georg Schwarzenbeck turns 77 today. Happy birthday to a true Bayern Munich legend. Here is Bayern Munich's schedule for April. Neom SC, Saudi 2nd Division, is pushing to sign Kevin De Bruyne. The wealthy club is in serious talks with a Manchester City midfielder who is open to the move. Arsenal and Liverpool will battle for the signing of Ebereki Eze this summer. Kyle Walker, it's not over. I'm just on loan here. I have to consider that I could return. Obviously, both sides need to reach an agreement by the end of the season, and look, the chapter isn't completely closed yet, but we'll see. Anthony Elanga. I think I'm one of the fastest players in the Premier League. Gavi didn't play a single minute at the Metropolitano as he felt slight discomfort in his right knee during warm-up. The knee that was operated on, he was kept out as a precaution, and the staff is now waiting for him to return on Saturday. Subscribe for daily football news.